Hey family, listen, so I done did a thing. I done changed my hair back to white. If you've been following me on social media, then you know that I have androgenic alopecia and a large portion of my head is bald. I mainly have hair in the back of my head. So, if you want to see how I got this style, please stay tuned. The products will be listed in the description bar below. I'm gonna link them to my Amazon storefront, and I will also be linking my social media. Please, please, please like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, baby, because Mimi is back in the building. Hey, she back in the building. What? Back in the building. Peace, y'all. Enjoy.
Good morning. Guess what we doing? We going back to white hair, and this is what I'm using. And I'm gonna do it twice because I do have some natural hair growing out, and I don't want to shave it. And since I'm going back to white hair, we're going boop 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 boop. Also show y'all how I'm going to do the white hair fibers using white braid hair. So this is what the fibers look like when I make them out of the braid hair. And I just use braid hair that I got from Amazon. It came in a 3-pack. I chop it down like this, and I use my clippers to so yeah, white braid hair from Amazon. 3 of them came in a pack, and I think it was less than $10. Clippers, a ball, and I will insert pictures and maybe a little video of the products I use to adhere the DIY hair fibers to my hair and scalp. Stay tuned. Bye.
Peace, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this. So, we are about to get started with applying my hair fibers. My hair is already bleached, and my fibers are already done. So what I'm gonna do is start with my hairline. And of course I'm gonna clean it off with 90% isopropyl alcohol, just a washcloth. And when I'm doing my hairline this time, I'm gonna use of course it has the little seal on it, but it's the Kiss lace wig glue with the dual cap. So that's what I'm gonna do for my hairline. And I'm thinking I'm gonna bring them the sides down a little bit more so I can make a little bit of, I don't want sideburns. I don't want anything down here and none of that. So this is just gonna focus on like my hairline and maybe a 1/4 inch back. So let us clean the head. I told y'all before, like I said, I have androgenic alopecia. I keep my hair cut down low because I just like the way it feels low. I was playing with different styles as far as how much hair I wanted, how low I wanted it, and things of that nature. So I'll turn around so you can see the back of my head. I'm in my living room, y'all. I don't feel like being in my beauty room because I'm actually watching TV. I usually have my laptop set up when I'm doing hair, nails, but I wanted to be in the living room today. So I'm just gonna put some of this on the rag and then clean where I'm going to be applying the glue. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's been going on? Got some tea in my Yeti. Y'all know how I do. When I do what I do. And I'm gonna do a few layers of this. I want the hairline a little bit sharp. And I'm just gonna take my trusty dusty mask spatula. It's basically just a silicone spatula. And I'm gonna spread this out. And I'm gonna do a few layers of this. At least 3, at the minimum 2. Okay? Y'all see it's already drying. It's not super clear for me, so I'm gonna wait till it gets clear before I do another layer. Got to be clear. And it's almost there. I do have to get up and get my brush because I use a kabuki brush that I have from when I was doing makeup for Bare Minerals. I have a couple of them left, and I just use it for certain spots in my head. So I'm gonna do this one more time. Might do it, I think one more time would be fine. This is carving out my hairline. See how it's a little up right there? You see how that fixes it? So then we do the same thing. We smooth it out with the silicone spatula. And we go back and not into the forehead. We go back into the scalp. So while this dries, y'all, I'm gonna go get my little brush and I'll be right back. Y'all, I forgot I wanted a little part, so I put me a little Q-tip. I took a Q-tip, which is alcohol, and I just ran through that hairline. I have my kabuki, so we just gonna put some fibers on this hairline. see how easy it is though? Like I'm saying, like ladies, gentlemen, well the gentleman is already doing it. But ladies, if you are suffering from alopecia of any sort, any kind, like I said, I had androgenic alopecia, and you want to switch it up, do something a little different, try some new techniques. Build you a hairline, fill it in with some hair fibers, make your own hair fibers. They sell hair fibers, tools, applicators, sprays to hold it, and they are phenomenal products. If you just want to experiment, or you don't want to waste money because you change your hair like I do, go on to get you some braid hair. You can get kinky curly, you can get straight, you can get Caribbean twist, you can get Marley hair. And let's put some little razzle on the dazzle. Put some little razzle on the dazzle. Anything excess, I'm just gonna brush off. But right now, I'm just focusing in on the product being built up to where I want it, because I still want my scalp to show. I want it to match the rest of my head. So this is our hairline so far. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little breaky break, sip my tea, watch some more YouTube, and I will be back with the rest, because everything that's bald is gonna have glue. When it comes to blending it with my hair, I will be using Bold Hold Lace Glue, the gel, which I'll show you when I get to that part. So right now, boom, hairline. We'll be back. Yo, y'all see how much I've done until I looked up and realized I wasn't recording. So we couldn't do it again. All I did was take my kiss glue, put it where there is no hair. Did I run out? And I'm doing it in sections. Please pardon my phone, y'all. That's my mama. And I take my spatula again. And I do it in sections because I'm doing this myself, and it just gives me more control of where I'm going with the product. See, now I might not even have to do a second layer with this right here. And I do let it air dry. That's just me with the OCD, because anything excess, I'm just gonna brush off. Sometimes I don't even brush it. I'll just let everything set, and then after it dries completely down, I just put my white do-rag on. That part is looking extra wide on camera, but it's actually not. I might put a little bit of powder in there just to define my scalp area, but and I'll usually go back in there with clippers too. So I'll go back in there with my clippers to define the part. But you see how that's drying? And this time I'm gonna keep it on camera. I'm gonna clean my spatula off because we're getting some hair residue. Yep, so just a little bit of backstory. If y'all haven't been following me for quite some time, I have been bald. Since 20, well, I started losing my hair. I cut my locks. I started to do my locks again when I moved to Jacksonville, Florida in 2014. I still began to lose hair. I still was not ready to go bald. I think I finally did my scalpiana in maybe between 2015 and 2017. I want to say more like 15 and 16 because I was still also putting hair on my head. So we in our fibers with the kabuki. And like I said, I don't want it super dense. I still want to see some of my scalp. That part there might have some hair. So if that comes off when I'm dusting, it's fine because I'm gonna put some glue gel in that area. And even though this is braid hair, when I go to do my part, and I'll clean up my hairline, you'll see that the clippers actually cuts it like hair. You can also go in with the eyebrow razor, which I do have. I might not need to do that today. I might do it a little bit in the part. We'll see. So I'm gonna move to this side, and then I'm going to move everything to the bathroom so I can blend from this middle section of my head that still has hair in it. And that way I can see in the bathroom where I need to, because I believe it's this circle right here. And then I just blend everything using the gel that I'm gonna show you. So, I need to close my tea. My tea gonna get cold, y'all. So we're gonna put some more of the Kiss. Just some dots, and I'm running out. Just some dots. This one's a little lower, so I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna take that off before that gets to where I don't want it. So we're gonna let that part dry down, and I'm gonna work on spreading this out. Yeah, what y'all think I should call this video? Because I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna definitely tag the hashtag, the androgenic alopecia that I use, but yeah, so we just gonna work on this section until I make sure this is good and dry from wiping it with the alcohol. But yeah, I went bald in mid 2000s, after experiencing hair loss and thinning when I had locks. I had locks for over 15 years. Prior to that, I was natural for a while, and of course I'm 50 years old, so, well, almost 50. I had relaxers, I had weaves, braids. I used to go get my hair done when I was younger. Like every 3 days I was in a hair salon, okay? So I went through all those hair things, and then transitioning to being bald, it was because I felt like I didn't want to conform anymore. I didn't want to be dictated by society standards of beauty based on black women's hair. So that's dry, so we're gonna go back in our fibers with our kabuki. The kapuka. The puka puka puka. And we're just gonna tap it in, tap, 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 tap. Like you blending out your makeup. Like you pressing that foundation in, girl. Get that foundation in there. See that space right there? Don't even worry about that. This is the foundation. Because see, it's still laying here and I done wiped it off. This is just the foundation. And that is actually going to be gel. So I'm gonna take what's on this side, just move it around with my finger. And then I'm gonna put, so it looks like this side. So I'm gonna put a few dots in like a crescent shape in this area. The hair over here is sparse. I think it still looks a little lower than the other side, so I'm gonna give it one more wipe. Actually, I'm gonna use this side. I'm just gonna put some alcohol on this side, which is a brush side. And I'm just gonna make the crescent shape to move some of that product so that it matches my other side. Back into them fibers to fill in that space. Okay, now falling down. Back into the fibers with the buki. And we're just gonna go in that space. And when I'm going back over, I'm just pressing a little bit harder. And moving things around. Okay, so we have our foundation. And I'll be back. So I'm back with the final product, y'all. I do have to, I'm gonna insert pictures of what I use as far as the gel for the back and the spray as well. I'm gonna take some pictures and insert them here. I figured this would be better because for the base, I used the Got to Be Glue water resistant. Once that dried, I put the Bold Hold liquid gold. I applied the fibers, and once I got the density that I liked, I sprayed the lace bond glue over top of the whole head. You can use the Got to Be Glue. I just prefer this. When it dries down, I put my stocking cap on or my do-rag, and I'm cool in the game. So, be right back. So this is how I get hair on my head with having androgenic alopecia. I hope you enjoyed the video. The links to the products I use will be down below in the description box. If you have any comments, please do so. Feel free. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do thank you for staying with me this long throughout this video. We definitely gonna catch up. It's been a whole lot going on in the most beautiful way possible. So this is the finished look. I'm gonna insert some pictures, find a thumbnail, and create an intro and fix his nail. Thank y'all for watching. Please be safe. Raise your vibration. Take care of you. Know that you are loved and you are appreciated. Even if don't nobody tell you, believe it in your spirit.